So number one, the question number one, natural resources management includes both renewable and non-renewable resources. Okay, the answer is true. When we speak about natural resources, we speak about both renewable and non-renewable resources. Good. Number two, Max Weber was a sociologist who helped develop the first bureaucracies of managing natural resources. Okay, according to the text, it is false. Max Weber identified the general social patterns and not the sociologists who helped develop the first bureaucracies capacity, okay, for managing natural resources. So the answer is false. Okay. Max Weber identified the general social pattern. Okay, that is to show you why the answer is false. Question number three. Natural resources management is aimed at balancing exploitation with generative capacities. Okay, here the answer is true. It is what is said, what has been said in the text. So number three, we have true. And the last one for the true or false questions, number four, we have, in the United States, natural resource management was a federal concern starting with the presidency of George Washington. Okay, the answer is false. Okay, it is false. It was Theodore Roosevelt and not George Washington. Good. George. So now we have finished with the big two, the true or false statements. We move in big three, okay, to fill blanks. We are now in big three, okay, with gaps filling. So fill the blanks with the correct information from the text. Okay, so the missing words are part of these sentences, and the sentences are in the text. So we are going to see in the text to find them and complete these sentences. 1. Natural resource management became critical during the phase of accelerate. Okay, the missing word is industrialization. Accelerate industrialization. industry in the late 19th century. Number 2, natural resources are considered to be natural because they are afforded by nature without human intervention. That is what it said in the text. Okay? They are natural because, they have afforded by nature without human intervention. Number 3, according to the text, the management of non-renewable resources, the ressources non renouvelables, non-renewable resources, ressources non renouvelables, is subject to, the answer is regulation rather than management. So the management of the non-renewable resources is subject to regulation rather than management. Number 4, Theodore Roosevelt made natural resource management a federal matter in the United States. It was in the United States. Good. So end of the big 3 with the gaps fillings. Okay, now we move to big 4 with the translation. So big 4, translation. So the instruction: translate the first paragraph of the text. Into a coherent French. So I'm going to read the first paragraph of the text before we translate it. So natural resource management, ways in which societies manage the supply of or access to the natural resources upon which they rely for their survival and development, insofar as humans are fundamentally dependent on natural resources, ensuring ongoing access to or a steady provision of natural resources has always been central to the organization of civilization. Historically has been organized through a range of chains varying in degrees of formality and involvement from the central authorities. So here is the first paragraph we are going to translate. So in big 4, we have the translation of the first paragraph, okay? Here is the translation. We have already read the paragraph to translate. And here is the French version I'm going to read. La gestion des ressources naturelles, une manière dont les sociétés gèrent l'approvisionnement ou l'accès aux ressources dont elles dépendent pour la survie pour leur survie et leur développement. Dans la mesure où les humains dépendent fondamentalement des ressources naturelles, assurer l'accès continu ou un approvisionnement régulier des ressources a toujours été au cœur des civilisations et historiquement a été organisé à travers une série de dispositifs variant en degré de formalité et d'implication, des autorités. So we are at the end of our exercise, the big four. It is also the end of the today lesson, related to the theme natural resources and their management with the text natural resource management. Thank you very much for paying attention. I really hope that you have gathered something, and we are going to meet next time for a new challenge. Take care of yourself and see you next time. Goodbye.